Our broadcast tonight coming to you from New York City, amid all the hustle and bustle of the streets of Manhattan. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Take a look at the Knicks. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Bulls, right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for New York, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a D.C. kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. And a tough stretch for both teams, Doris. As a player, do you change your approach when you're in a losing streak like this?
I think, Kevin, one of the things you do is you put your head down and you continue to work. You understand that in the course of a season there are highs and lows, but you do not react to those. You continue to work, you continue to grind.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Young out there with Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Reggie Bullock is out there with Elfrid Payton. And it's Noel in at center, locking down the middle. On the wing, Levine. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
Here's Payton. There at the pass to Noel. Shoots the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
To the middle, looking for Young. He gets it there. Here's Vucevic, the shake. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Payton against Satoransky. And Noel kicks to Barrett. Another shot. And it's laid in by Payton.
Well, Elfrid Payton, an outstanding rebounder from the guard position. He understands where that thing is coming off.
Here's Young.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The first one falls.
Now, Thaddeus Young is capable of playing multiple positions. He is an efficient glue guy who always seems to play to his strengths.
And so Young nails them both. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Payton kicks to Barrett. Noel passes to Payton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Payton gets the bucket.
Because of the level of athleticism and speed, it is difficult to stop Elfrid Payton. Nicely done.
Satoransky looking around. Left side, Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 7-point differential. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Williams. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Payton drives in. Pass to Randall. The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Chicago leading by 9. Now Satoransky. 8 points his last outing, and Young slams it home.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Payton outside. Pass to Bullock. Takes a 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Levine kicks to Vucevic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this. If he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Levine passes to Satoransky. Poked loose. And Vucevic kicks to Satoransky. Launches it. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Here's Payton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the speed of Elfrid Payton is a problem for many defenders. Really good job knifing inside and drawing contact.
And at this point of the season, we see which teams have gotten better. What's the toughest threshold you think, Doris, to cross?
I think, Kevin, 2 things come to mind. Obviously, championship is the aspiration of every team. Not everyone gets there. And then maybe the real pot of gold is sustained excellence, a run like you might have seen the San Antonio Spurs go through when the great Tim Duncan was on that roster. So championship and sustained success are the 2 things everybody's striving for.
Randall outside. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Bullock from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Bullock's got 6 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Satoransky in the corner. And again, no good by Chicago. Knicks trail by 3. And it's Bullock in the corner. Satoransky against Payton. Barrett the pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Trying to end the drought, and the layup by Satoransky.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
And here is Payton. He has 6. Randall kicks to Payton. Passes it to Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Toppin comes in for Randall. Burks, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Rose in for Elfrid Payton. Gibson finds Rose. Trying to get open is Gibson. That's tipped, and he gets it back. They get it again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Knicks lead by 1. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. White with it, now guarded by Gibson. Tice, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Outside Rose. And there's the pass to Gibson. Rose against Green. Bucket is good. Now it's a 3-point New York lead.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Gibson sends it back. It's 2-on-1. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, terrific job establishing eye contact with his teammate, and Alec Burks leaves no doubt.
Here's White. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Outside, LaVine. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Burks. Outside Gibson. Back to Burks. Pass to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
LaVine inside the 3-point line. The putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Rose passes to Barrett. Outside Gibson. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Gibson with the steal. Inside, Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Barrett for 3, and again, New York with the triple.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Passes to Tice. To the inside. Here's White. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Tice passes to White. And that time, also a missed shot.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Rose goes in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
For New York, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Vucevic checked in for Daniel Tice. 13 feet away. And it's White missing.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The pass to Gibson. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Missed inside. White, wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. White's got his second bucket of the night. Rose with the ball. He picked up 18 points in the last win against Boston. Pass to Burks. Down low. Toppin, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bulls trail by 12. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Green finds Levine.
Well, the active hands of Derrick Rose. Really good job making that offensive player uncomfortable.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. They get it back.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And so it's New York going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
We should have energy and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have all the miles the other teams have. We should have energy, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned team, and we should be running people up and down.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks, we've got Alec Burks. Taj Gibson is out there with Toppin. Then there's Derrick Rose. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. And New York making a change here. Randall's checked in. Here's White. That 3 off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Williams scanning the floor. Clock at 4. Back to White. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williams with the ball. Now defended by Randall. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Williams. And that's now 7 points for Vucevic.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
Tries from 7. And again, it's New York.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
White up top. He's covered by Rose. Randall grabs the board. New York leading by 17. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's White. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboard and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been...
Hammer it home! home. Hammer it home, baby.
That is authority right there.
It was. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Out to White. This one for three. That shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And it's Bullock missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Quickly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Checking in for York Knicks, R.J. Barrett, Alfred Payton. Thaddeus Young on the wing. He's defended by Randall.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
New York leading by 20. Payton drives in, lays it up off the glass. Payton's got 8.
Very hard to stay in front of Elfrid Payton. This guy has got the speed to get by defenders.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And the Bulls making a change here. Tice is checked in. Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And both free throws good for Williams.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Payton kicks to Barrett. Randall against Tice. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
That free throw good from Randall.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Chicago. Young is double. Over in the corner, Williams to the middle. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got his second bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Payton against White. Payton kicks to Barrett. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Barrett's got 8 points.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Satoransky the pass to White. Five on the clock. Young trying to break free. White, good. He's got 11.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Randall outside. Back to Payton. Chalk up 2 there. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Now, here's Satoransky. Yes, that goes in. Here's Payton. He's got 10. To the paint. Here's Randall. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
White looking around with some arc. Good.
Timeout. And right now, White red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
New York calls timeout.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in for Kobe White. Payton against Satoransky. Pass to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
It's Noel, high post. Passes it to Bullock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bullock's got 8 points.
This offense just continues to impress.
The pass to Young. Over Noel. Young's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bullock passes to Noel. Here's Payton. Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Payton kicks to Bullock. Gibson dishes to Bullock. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Noel trying to break loose. And Chicago shooting 45% in quarter number 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one of the things that Zach LaVine has worked so hard on is the ability to get to the free throw line. This guy has stated he wants to be one of the best to ever do it. Well, a great scorer gets to the foul line.
Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Chicago. Green comes in for Williams. Payton passes to Gibson. 1:56 left in the first half of the game. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Barrett. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Toppin, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alec Burks comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Elfrid Payton. The shot by Satoransky, no good. The Knicks leading by 22. 1:32 left now here in the second. Pass to Burks. Kicks it to Barrett. 5 to shoot. Now Aminu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rose against Satoransky. Over Rose. And he overshot that one, missing. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 1, the Knicks.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rose kicks to Toppin. It's rebounded by Tice. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Green. Dishes to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. Green inside. Barrett covering. Here's Rose. Toppin, no one around him. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Toppin's got 6 here in this quarter.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Rose looking around. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New York ahead, running away with this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We're able to get out in transition. We're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Elfrid. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. A stellar first half for Julius Randle. He had 14 points. And looking at the state of the New York Knicks, last season clearly not the win total they'd expected, Kenny. What's next?
Well, patience. It's a young core mixed with an old core, so they got to figure that out.
Which gives you a medium core.
It gives they have to have time to develop, though, for the young players. And then once that happens, possibly a turn.
Patience. They need consistency. They need a shared voice from management to the front office to the coaching staff. They need something.
How's my core looking, by the way?
Good.
6-pack.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Young is out there with Vucevic, and it's Williams at the 3. And Chicago shooting well. They're at 45%. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Young passes to Levine. No good on the 3. The Knicks leading by 22. Barrett inside the three-point line. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Payton against Satoransky. Payton kicks to Barrett from outside the arc. A rebound by Young. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Satoransky against Payton. Pass to Randle. Now Noel. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Bullock from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Bullock's got 11.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Levine, good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Payton against Satoransky. There's the pass to Randle. And Noel kicks to Randle. Pass to Bullock. From deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Young with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 8th assist here tonight. Satoransky against Payton. He kicks to Barrett. Payton surveying the floor. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Randle left side. Over Young. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Bulls trail by 19. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Payton kicks to Randle. Pass to Bullock. Back to Randle for the 3. New York with a new 14. The shot's good. Barrett's got 12 in the game.
Well, that's about hustle and having a knack for knowing where the shot's coming off. R.J. Barrett on the glass.
Chicago calls timeout.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
White, he's checked in for Chicago. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Bulls. Kicks it to Williams. Back to Vucevic, beyond the arc. And the Bulls with another miss. And you know, Greg, you asked Barrett, he said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
The Knicks leading by 21. Quickly, White covering. Passes it to Bullock. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
And so Bullock nails both of them. Here's White. He's got 13. To the inside, Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Well, you can tell when Zach LaVine gets in a little bit of a rhythm, he stays aggressive. Nice job tonight.
New York's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the pass to Randall. Now here's Noel. Pass to Bullock. Three-pointer. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
White dishes to Levine. Vucevic down low. Noel on him. Vucevic with the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Randall. Here's Noel. He kicks it to Bullock. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That one falls. 21 points for Zach LaVine.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Randall outside. Passes it to Noel. Back to Randall. Tries from 10. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside Williams. Now the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noel. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Burks, he's checked in for Barrett. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Reggie Bullock. The Bulls also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Young. Aminu comes in for Williams. And it's Green in for Zach LaVine. To the paint, here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Rose. He dishes it to Toppin. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Toppin's got 12.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Aminu against Rose. Over Aminu. Rose, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Aminu misses. The Knicks leading by 18. Feeds to Toppin. Knocked loose. Quickly, he's covered by Aminu. Down low, here's Burks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Vucevic.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific, getting the defense to foul him.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And he makes the first. Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Drains the three-pointer. White's got 16.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
To the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. Green kicks to Vucevic. Aminu the pass to Vucevic. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Trying to get open is Gibson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Bulls trail by 15. Here's Green. Second shot opportunity. Here's White. Rebounded by Rose.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pass to Burks. Toppin with it. Lets it fly from 18. Quickly. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. 9 points in the game so far.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Randall's checked in for New York. Satoransky's checked in for Chicago.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Number 1, the Knicks.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
The free throw drops for Rose.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Rose drops them both.
Well, the knee issues robbed Derrick Rose of some of his athleticism, but maybe more importantly, he lost that development time. Still a big-time player, though, every time he takes the floor.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Trying to get open is Randall. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Green dishes to Vucevic. Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Satoransky. Fires from the wing, and it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. It's deflected. Gibson passes to Randall, and the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got 16. Bulls trail by 19. And here's Tice. 8 points for him. Green up on top. Pass to Satoransky. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 8.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Gibson finds Rose. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Payton's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Tice, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Knicks leading by 17. Payton outside. Four seconds left. Here's Randall, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
And so it's the New York Knicks taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bulls trail by 19. Elfrid Payton is out there with Rose. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Randall in at the power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Knicks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Rose, that's good.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Satoransky against Payton. Here's Aminu. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
There is a persistence and a willingness to seek contact and still finish by Derrick Rose. Nicely done.
You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But
yes,
when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And, Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Satoransky, the pass to Williams. And it's Young at the elbow. Outside, Levine. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got 24.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
For the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Gibson. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Burks. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Levine wide open. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter. Rose against Satoransky. Randall surveying the D. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Young with the ball.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Pull-up jumper. And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Randall. And that's now 17 points for R.J. Barrett. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip.
This, to me, is where Levine's length can be a major advantage. Nice job attacking on the painted area.
Pass to Randall. Noel with it. Kicks it to Bullock. All alone. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Bullock's got 13 points in the second half. The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Levine passes to Tice. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Satoransky against Rose. Barrett wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Barrett's got 20.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And Satoransky kicks to Tice. On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge. And so I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Rose kicks to Noel, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, what's better than Nerlens Noel playing with force on the interior? What a big reason he's earned this trip to the line.
2 shots. Both free throws good from Noel. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Satoransky against Rose. Here's Tice, and the rejection by Noel. Barrett Barrett inside the three-point line and misses it off the right side of the rim. Levine passes to Young. Tice in the high post. Noel on him. Tice kicks to Levine. Shoots over Bullock. Levine, good. Levine's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports league that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Williams for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Inside, Bullock falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
The pass to Barrett. Randall right side. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Levine dishes to Young. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Randle with the drive.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
119. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Levine passes to Williams. But he stays with it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Pass to Randle. Back to Rose. Noel trying to break loose. It's deflected. Here's Young. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Rose. 22 points for R.J. Barrett. And Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Levine inside the three-point line. Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got rebound number 13 with that last one. To the middle, Young with the steal. Williams against Noel. Williams kicks to Young. No good on the triple.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Here's Randall. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Pass to Barrett. New York moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 36.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Rose makes it off the glass. Rose has got 31.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now, here's Satoransky. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
New York calls timeout. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. The Knicks leading by 22. Here's Payton. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Boy, a nice, efficient finish for Elfrid Payton. Boy, that'll help your percentage, gentlemen.
Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Now here's Levine. He's guarded by Bullock.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Payton against Satoransky. To the inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicio's checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Young. Brownie's checked in for Williams. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Satoransky. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people have said a lack of travel a possible reason why. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against the single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams, New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Julius Randle.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Payton passes to Randle. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Knicks lead by 21. Brown outside. Valentine wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Payton drives in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Randle with the bucket.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Too open that time, made it look too easy.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.